Welcome to the cool down as we get set for Kennesaw State University cross country starting this weekend at the Bulldog Invitational in Athens, Georgia. Here with our brand new head coach, Adam Bray. Coach, first training camp with this team. What were your first impressions of the Owls?
It seems like everybody had a really solid summer of training, so that's always a positive. It's a pretty young team. They're growing as well as I'm growing with them, so just kind of feeling each other out, and fitness is rising, and really just kind of taking it one day at a time at this point.
What did you want to establish in that training camp?
Really just starting to build team culture. Everybody talks about culture these days. I think culture is, relative to the coach that is obviously in charge of the program. So implementing my ideas, and whether it's training or how we act on a daily basis and how they carry themselves as athletes, that's something that we've really focused on at the beginning of the season.
What adjectives would you use to describe the culture you want for Kennesaw State cross country?
Passion. That's probably number one. I'm a fairly emotional person, and trying to get them to release some of those emotions that they have probably built up, especially for the freshmen coming out and finding themselves and coming into their own.
So this is not your first stop. You've been with this sport for a while. Walk us through your history as a coach.
Oh man, well I started at the University of Akron. Grew up in Northeast Ohio, so I'm a Zip. From there, went to the University of Maryland, University of Illinois, short stop at Temple, longer stop at Pitt up in Pittsburgh, and then I relocated down here, short stop over at Georgia Tech, and then found my way to the Owls. So that's pretty much it in a nutshell.
And the wait is over. We have our first race this Saturday. 8:15 is the start in Athens, Georgia. What do you want this team to take away after Saturday's results?
I think the biggest thing for us on Saturday is just seeing how we react to new competition. The attitude on this team is starting to change, I think, for the better. They're starting to believe in themselves a little bit more. As far as the results, I don't know if the end result is what we're really looking at, as much more as the performance and how competitive they are within that. The results will come with time, but we got to learn how to compete. That's the number one thing we got to do.
Coach Bray, thanks for the time. Good luck Saturday.
Thank you very much.
That's Adam Bray. I'm Nolan Alexander. This has been The Cool Down.